Hey, good morning everyone. I'm just going down to get the mail. I thought I'd take you guys with us. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everybody's staying safe. And you know, we're all in this together all around the world. So it's sort of like a little unity thing we're going through. Let me get the mail and I'll tell you what this video is going to be about on the way back. Yeah, we actually get our mail in this box here. Everybody gets the mail. Has to come down and get the mail. All right, I got the mail. I think you can see me okay. The sun's kind of bright over there. I'm gonna stop here for a minute and tell you what this video is all about. Let me just find a nice spot, maybe over here where you can see part of our backyard. Let me see how that works. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's take a break right here. It's been tough, you know? It's been really tough. We're all stuck in the house. We're doing this together, but it's really been tough. So we've been having a hard time coming up with ideas for videos, and we really want to make positive videos, stuff that makes you guys happy and not too sad about stuff that's going on around us, and that's kind of hard to do. I talked to a nice lady named Kath from the UK, and she said, why don't you guys do a video about yourself? Just talk about yourselves. And I said, honestly, Kath, I don't think anybody would be interested in our lives at all, other than what we do on YouTube. And she said, you'd be surprised. And Paula said, if we're going to do that, let's make it a question answer. So she put up a little message up on Facebook and Instagram, and she asked the fine folks over there to give us some questions, and you would not believe how many questions we got out of this. It's seriously unbelievable. I did not see them. This was filmed yesterday, what we did, but I had not seen the questions up to that time, so they're all spontaneous, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, guys, we'll talk after it's over. Hope you enjoy this. Please stay safe, be positive, and we're thinking about you. We love you guys so much. We can't wait to get back down to the strip to film for you again, but for right now, we got to do stuff in our house. So this adventure starts right now. I tell you, there's a question I know that's on a lot of people's minds, but I didn't see it on any of the things. This is one's for Paula. So, inquiring minds like to know, like, how old are you and what do you weigh? No, is that no? No, I can't ask that.
TMI.
Okay, never mind.
Next.
Okay, go ahead. Start. Here we go. Oh, this is awful. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, you might need her for moral support.
Yes.
All right, you guys. I grouped these into a set of categories. So let's start off with a category that was on a lot of your minds, which is Dale's career and how he got started. So Tina asks, when did you first start as an entertainer? David says, are you a country singer?
Actually, I do country, but I also do a lot of jazz, some show tunes, things like that.
Oldies,
yeah.
Pop?
And I got started very young. I was 5 years old. I was very sick, and my aunt used to bring over records for me to listen to, and I just started to copy the records, and I actually learned how to yodel when I was 5 years old.
I would have loved to hear that.
Yeah, I bet you would.
I'm serious. You're an excellent yodeler.
So, yeah, anything else?
Yeah, how many different instruments can you play?
Well, or just, I can
well,
play.
That was Randy. I'm not sure
I
if
can
he
play
meant
a lot of instruments. Now, play them well. I play the guitar, you know, it's not too bad. I don't do too bad on the banjo.
Now, Alan on Facebook asks, what is your favorite guitar and what would be your dream guitar?
Oh, that's easy. A Gretsch White Falcon or a Gretsch Country Gentleman.
We do go in Guitar Center, and he dreams over those, but he's never laid down the money to buy them.
But I'll be honest with you, I'm going to get misty on this because you shouldn't ask this question. My favorite guitar is the guitar that I have right now, and it's gone with me everywhere, and through the good and the bad. In fact, there was one time bad that I actually threw the guitar across the room, didn't I?
And he refused to break.
He refused to break, so I still play that guitar to this day.
Yeah, you did get misty. You
I
weren't
did.
kidding.
A little bit.
So how did you learn and when did you learn to play the banjo, Monica asks.
Oh, all right. I've never told this story to anybody. Should I tell it?
It's a fun story. Go ahead.
It's a fun story. I was a cook when I was real young, in my early 20s. And there was this fellow playing piano at this place we were playing. He did the honky-tonk, ragtime kind of music like that. And I heard him and the manager say, boy, we really need to find us a banjo player. We find us a banjo player, and we can have the banjo and piano thing going, and all that. And I thought to myself, okay. So I went to the manager after they walked away, and I said, hey, I played the banjo. He said, you do? He said, audition for us tomorrow. I said, I'll be there. What time? So I went home and asked my father if I could borrow some money because I didn't own a banjo. In fact, I'd never played a banjo in my life, and I had an audition in less than 24 hours. So I borrowed some money from my father. I went and bought a banjo, and I bought a book of banjo chords, and I learned as many as I could overnight, as well as I could. And I worked with that fellow for 1.5 years. So,
another topic that was on a lot of your minds is personal information about the two of us. How did we get started? So, you ready to dive in?
My heart's pounding 100 miles an hour here. Go ahead.
Not that Clary, Miss Kelly, Tracy, everybody's asking on Instagram and Facebook, where and how did you meet?
How did we meet?
How did we meet?
I was singing at a party.
Yes, you were.
And there was this beautiful dark-haired girl looking at me, like scaring the bejeebers
I was actually
out of
sitting
me.
on the floor, sort of at his feet and off to the side.
Yeah, I was just, playing the guitar, and she was just staring at me, and it was terrifying. But that's the first time we ever talked, right? And then you left there and went and told your mother.
I went home and told my mom I met the guy I was going to marry.
The problem is she never told me. Yeah.
Well, eventually.
Eventually. Anyway, make a long story short, we were married 2 months later.
Yeah, our first day was in June. We got married in August of 1981. He whisked me away to the Little Church of the West, right on Las Vegas Boulevard.
She had never been to Las Vegas,
I
and
never had
she
been.
was scared to death. But that's how we met and got married. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. So, how long have you been married? Would love to see a wedding photo. 1981. Insert photo here.
Okay, wait a minute. We'll do that, right?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually one of you had asked where he proposed, where he popped the question. That was in July.
That was an
He
interesting
moves
story.
fast.
Yeah. I took her to Niagara Falls, Canada. And took her to the, I can't think of the name.
Table Rock Restaurant,
Table
Niagara
Rock
Falls,
Restaurant.
Canada, yeah.
I was so nervous, like I am here. I'm very nervous. We sat at the restaurant, and people were all around us. And there was one woman that actually knew what was going on, and she refused to leave her table till I actually asked the question. But she had to wait a long time because we sat at the Table Rock Restaurant for 2 hours before I actually asked the question. And when I did, and she said, yes, I'm going to get all misty, the whole place erupted.
They did, in cheers. That was quite a moment.
Oh, I'm getting all misty doing this stuff.
Yeah, it's a walk down memory lane for
It
us,
is.
for sure. Elizabeth on Facebook asks, how many children do you have? Do you have any grandchildren?
We have one child, his name's Scott, and no grandchildren yet.
Chris asks, are you both retired? Half and half.
Yeah.
Dale retired from performing a few years back. I am still full-time employed. I'm an IT professional.
And actually, Paula worked at the Luxor when I worked at the Westward Ho, and I did afternoons at the Westward Ho, and she would come up and see me every night. We would drive home together. She would come up and help me tear down my equipment, and we'd get in the car and go home.
Those are some good times, actually. I loved when we both worked on the Strip.
That was some of the best times.
Those are some of the best
some
times,
of the best times.
for sure.
Yeah.
Some of you are asking and saying very lovely things about our relationship and how it comes out on screen. So Daniela, Horst, Maureen, you're all saying, what is your secret for a happy marriage? You look so happy together.
I married my best friend.
Yeah,
That's
really what it
the
is.
bottom line. I married my best friend, and we are in it thick and thin, no matter what.
And we choose each other's company all the time. And
Yeah,
we did from the beginning, and we still do.
I'd rather be with her than anyone else in the world.
Yeah,
So.
ditto. And that's why it works.
Yep. Okay, Paula, what's next?
Let's talk Vegas.
All right.
A bunch of you are asking about Vegas as a home. So let's field some of those questions, okay?
Sure.
All right. So, Kristen on Instagram and Annie on Instagram as well are saying, what is your favorite thing about living in Las Vegas?
Oh, that's easy. The desert. I love the desert. I absolutely love it. I love the Strip. I love our house, but I absolutely love the desert.
It called to you
It did.
as soon as you came out here
Yeah.
from back east.
My
Absolutely.
back in the 1880s, my great grandfather from Canada came out here twice and mined in the Comstock lode in Reno, and he must have had something that pulled him here because he came here twice.
He has loved the desert ever since.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Is it expensive to live in Las Vegas? Asks Big Red Official.
Me personally, I'd say no. The only thing more expensive here than any place else is gasoline.
Because we pay California refinery prices, but the offsets are we have no state and local income taxes, and we have quite low property taxes as
Yeah,
well.
we do.
So it's very comparable to living everywhere else, I think.
And
honestly.
and you know, the other good thing about living here is the weather.
Absolutely. Brian Really Me on Instagram asks, what is it like to live in Las Vegas, as in, are there any natural disasters out there?
Honestly, the only one I can think of, well, we have the occasional earthquake. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we're on a fault line.
Yeah, we're on
but
a fault
it's
line.
not real active.
But the biggest danger out here is flash flooding when it rains. You really, really seriously have to be careful. Little boy, not in this house, but we lived closer up towards the mountains. But a little boy got washed away. He was our next door neighbor, and a fireman caught him right before he went into the sewer pipe.
Yeah, if you're interested, in August of 2003, there was a huge flood here in Las Vegas. I'm sure you can Google it. We were in the midst of that. The water was up to our door sills, and I actually had to abandon my car and walk home.
It's a very serious thing.
yeah.
Yes, she walked home. Did you hear that? She walked home in a
From
flood
work.
because
So,
she was
yeah.
afraid to drive through the water. So she'll walk through the water.
Flooding.
Flooding.
Definitely. All right, so Tracy says, do you ever gamble? And Alfie Paul says, what's the most you ever gambled, won and lost?
I gamble. I admit it. I gamble. The most I've ever played. Is that what they meant?
Yeah, like in a night, probably.
Probably $500. The most I've ever won is $5,000.
5,250. We'll never forget it.
It was the day before we left to go to Scotland.
Last year, literally the night before. Talk about a lucky stroke.
And before we got on the plane, we went and took the money and put it in the bank.
We did put it in
Yeah.
the bank. Yep.
Yeah.
They ask, what is your best locals casino? And you'll always say
Fiesta.
Fiesta Rancho.
Yeah, Fiesta
It's-
Rancho.
It's his favorite.
That's my favorite.
Celine says, I just moved to Henderson from Canada. What would you recommend doing in this area?
Oh, Celine. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. I tell you what, when this is over, let us know and we'll pick you up and we'll drive you around.
We'll take you on a driving tour.
I'll take you on a driving tour. There's just so much. Actually, I'll explain a little bit of Las Vegas. It's like living on an island. It's like an island in the
much so.
middle of the desert. So 5 hours one way, you've got LA. 5 or 7 hours, you've got Phoenix. Another 8 hours or so, you've got Salt Lake City. But we are just a little place all to our own, are we not?
Yeah, hemmed in by these mountains. Yeah,
But
definitely.
within that area, there is so much to do and so much to see. I love it.
And one thing that we never fail to appreciate is the McCarran Airport goes everywhere in the world, many, many times a day for reasonable prices, and we do take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's one of the big
We have a
pluses.
world-class
Yeah,
airport.
that's a big plus.
Absolutely.
Big plus.
All right, I can't skip this one. TJ says, when we get to come back, can we buy you guys a gin and tonic?
Yeah. No, I didn't have to think about that. Yeah, that'd be okay.
Yeah, definitely. This section is about favorites. So many of you asked all kinds of questions about favorites.
Okay.
So let's move on.
Favorites
I
about Las
love
Vegas,
this.
or-
Favorites in general.
Okay.
I love this question from Celine as well on Instagram. You had two good ones. What is the first thing you want to do once all this self-isolation is over?
I want to go to Applebee's. That's my favorite. I want to sit at the bar. I want to have a ice cold Bud Light, and I want to talk to people.
Face to face.
Face to face. I just want to talk to people. How about you?
For me, this is killing me, I'll tell you. I want to hop in the car and drive to California because our son and daughter-in-law got a beautiful house in Thousand Oaks during all this disaster, and I can't even go see it.
Well, first, we were going to help them move.
We were, and of course, we're forbidden from doing that. So that is my number one wish for sure. PDeer66 on Instagram. I'm coming to Vegas in June from the UK. Would like to know where you can get one of those awesome cowboy hats.
Oh, simple. Boot Barn, down on the south end of the strip. Before you get to the outlet mall on the south end of the strip, come back just a little bit on the right-hand side. They have 2 stores there. One is for workwear or something, and then they have the cowboy wear stuff.
Which is all Western wear, and there's an awesome fellow that mans the hat area called Michael.
Yeah, Michael, great guy. Yeah, if you want a hat, and he'll shape it and
customize
fit
it for you.
Customize it for you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Lee asks, "What is your favorite English candy?" Well, I think that's no secret, is it?
I don't know. Randoms?
We love randoms. And in terms of chocolate, if we were to go for a chocolate, it's those minstrels, those little button things that just melt in your mouth. Great. So big fans of English chocolate and candy, definitely. Several of you've asked, Jem, Victoria, Miss Kelly, Jesse John, if you could only stay in one hotel in Vegas, which hotel would it be?
Oh, hands down. For me, it'd be the Palazzo. I mean, I know there's others that have the fancy stuff, but Palazzo, they just treat you like $1 million there.
Yeah, you come away absolutely feeling like you had a palatial experience.
Yeah. You know, about that food thing, Applebee's not my favorite place to eat. I mean, we love...
Just our favorite locals place, yeah.
Favorite locals place. But as far as something, we just absolutely love the road, or what is it called?
Texas Roadhouse. Here in
it may
North
sound
Las Vegas.
silly, but it's over... There's a lot of people from Nellis Air Force Base that go in there, and they just treat you like $1 million.
And you get a fabulous steak for $20.
And our other favorite place used to be the Prime place, whatever that
Fleming's Prime Steakhouse, and that is still our special occasion spot. Notice none of these are on the Strip. These are the local places that we go to. With regard to the Strip, we don't tend to go there for fancy meals. We actually love things like the Shake Shack, and you just
California Pizza Kitchen.
California Pizza Kitchen, yeah, it's
best salmon in town. I'll tell you.
There you go. Let me just check the other favorites and see if there's anything else.
You're doing a good job on this, Paula.
Oh, thank you so much.
I mean, I was very nervous when we started, and now I'm just half nervous.
Happy Blossom Pictures on Instagram asks, have you tried many of the Vegas buffets, and what is your favorite?
Actually, no, and I'll tell you why. And it's not because we don't like the buffets down on the Strip. They cost so doggone much money.
We can't eat enough to justify a $40 or $50 buffet.
Honestly,
we just can't.
When I moved here in 1978, we used to go to the Sahara, and they had a buffet, and it wasn't like a buffet you have now. They just basically put out a table and put some hot plates and stuff down, but it was like $2.99. And that was it, and you got all you wanted to eat, like they'd say in the vacation, you could have all the yellow and blue you wanted, man. It was great stuff. But now it's kind of too expensive for us. We're not rich by any means, and so you know where we'd like to go to the buffet, the Fiesta Rancho.
2 for 1.
2 for 1, yeah. Cost us $9, and we can eat to our heart's content.
And they have great chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
Great turkey. These are some really good questions. Let's see. Christy Marie would love to know where you guys would recommend for awesome desserts.
That place at Planet Hollywood.
No, I'm going to go for Buddy V's at the Grand Canal Shops.
Oh, I thought that was that. But that's what I was thinking. I thought it was the Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, no, he's the cake boss.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Buddy V's. Yeah, Buddy V's. Yeah.
Let's see. If you had, SHXX Lee on Instagram, if you had to pick a holiday weekend to experience in Vegas as a once-in-your-life must-do, which holiday would it be?
Oh.
So we talked about this offline because this is an interesting question.
Because it's not actually holidays. In Las Vegas, it's more events that happen. like there could be a big fight that might be coming in for the weekend, and you'll get the whole 300,000 people here. It'll sell out the place just for the fight. And us, of course, it's the National Finals Rodeo.
The first 2 weeks of December is our very favorite time on the Strip. I think we've said that before.
Yeah.
Some people love March Madness. Some people love NASCAR. I don't know. Some people love Golden Knights playoffs. I mean, what an exciting place to be when the Golden Knights are in the playoffs.
But New Year's Eve,
yeah, it's pretty special.
it's a pretty special.
You like crowds?
I played down there. It's not an easy job to play on New Year's Eve, but it's exciting.
It
Very
is,
exciting.
and the fireworks off the rooftops and stuff. So, but think more events than holidays. I think, and choose accordingly.
Because I think it's like a holiday every day here
in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
it is.
Pretty much is. Doesn't change.
So J.K. Dunnigan, this is a really good question. Do you ever meet any celebrities living in Las Vegas?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. Years ago, celebrities would walk through the casino and nobody would bother them. Nobody would ask them for their autograph. Nobody would hassle them or anything.
So it's kind of a haven from all of that.
I actually cashed a check at Circus next to Glenn Campbell. And Kenny Rogers was walking through the MGM Grand where Bally's is, just walking. Nobody bothered me. He was with his manager. But I think today, I don't think they're as prevalent out there just to see.
No, I don't think they are. But you certainly have met your share of them. We could throw some photos up and show some of the folks that you met.
I'll put a couple pictures up. Yeah.
Okay, I can't resist. On Instagram, travel to my kitchen. Will you come to our bachelorette party in Vegas? You're invited. Fist bump.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll tell you what. If it's over by 8 and we could get to bed by 9, I think we'll be there, right?
We're there.
We're there. You don't want us two old fogies over there at your bachelorette party.
All right, so here comes an interesting topic. We got some questions on YouTube. Let's talk YouTube.
Okay.
Chris and Kristen, one on Facebook, one on Instagram, says, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel? What got you into vlogging?
Simple. My son. I was going crazy. I was bored. I'd retired from music, and I didn't have anything to do. And he said, "You've been here so long, just get a camera and go vlog." And I said, "His name's Scott." And I said, "Scott, I never picked up a camera." And as of a little more than a year ago, I had never picked up a camera.
Yeah, I do all the photos in our family, so he means that. He's never picked up a camera. Really.
So I did, and the first couple ones, if you go back and watch them, don't. You can tell that it's an amateur time, but I love to be challenged, and she has challenged me from the day we were married. Challenged me to do better and try different things, and this was a big challenge because I had to learn a whole new computer software.
Yes, we actually switched over to the Mac, and so he had to learn the Mac operating system, Final Cut Pro. We actually had a question from Big Ant who asked who does the editing.
I do.
This guy right here.
I do all the voiceover editing, and Paula. People aren't going to believe this, but this is a fact. Paula writes the scripts. Every word that comes out of my mouth, 99.9% of it, is written by Paula.
Yes.
Yes.
I do the scripts and the research.
And if you notice, we don't have too many bloopers anymore. And I'll tell you why. Because I got so embarrassed by that blooper reel that if you'll notice at the end of the videos, I always go, "So, Paula, what do you think of that one?" And then I don't have to say another word.
Which I just am learning now that the method is baddest. I did not know this. Because he just throws it over the fence to me.
Because I was embarrassed,
Well, we'll see if we can find a blooper for you.
I think you'll find one or two.
Okay, everybody, we are at the pool at the Palms.
No, we're not at the Palms. Where the heck are you?
Oh, I'm at the wrong place.
Another for the blooper reel.
Oh my God.
It starts with a P.
Okay, and there you go. We had dinner at the...
Try again. Try it again. Start again.
All right,
Okay.
Here you go. We had dinner. All right. What's the matter?
If you like this one, click the like button. If you want to follow me on some more adventures, click this. That's going to do it for today's adventure. If you like it, hit the like button. If you want to follow me on some more adventures, hit the subscribe.
Artie's Adventure. We'll see you next time. If you like it, hit the like button.
So, Big Red Official says, are you ever going to do a subscriber meetup?
Oh, we
Well,
don't
Big
have
Red.
to. We meet people all the
We
time.
meet people all the time, basically on a one-on-one basis.
Absolutely.
The thing about a meetup is that would presume that a bunch of you were here in Vegas at the same time, and that's not necessarily the case. So we'll meet you. If you want to meet us, we'll meet you.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if we're available.
Yeah.
And honestly, if we're down on the strip, if I don't have the camera in my hand, you know, sizing up a shot or something like that, come up and say hi, please. And it's not like you can't notice us.
Yeah. The cowboy hat's a dead giveaway.
Yeah. We have met so many of you fine folks, and every one of you has been just super.
They've been great. All right. Serious question from Sam Lenz on Instagram.
Uh-oh.
What is the most challenging part of being a YouTuber that you never expected? How do you persevere through that challenge? I think we'll both answer this separately because we might have a separate answer. So what is your most challenging part? You want me to go first? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It is the sense of obligation. The simple answer might be it takes a lot of time, and yes, it does, because I work full time. But the more complex answer is the obligation we feel to you. It is very real.
It's very
in my
big,
heart.
Yeah.
You reach out to us with so much, I want to use the word love because that's what it feels like on our end. And you so look forward to our Sunday uploads, and you say how, you know, it kind of makes your day or it cheers you up, and that is a heavy weight that we take very seriously. And I never would have expected that.
It's a big responsibility.
It is. And I feel compelled to answer all your comments, or as many as I can. Maybe that'll overwhelm me someday, but I really do try, because if honestly, you take the time to comment, folks, I want to answer you.
She tries to answer every single comment. I can't do it. First of all, if I see a negative comment, my heart melts.
Yeah,
I honestly,
my
heart just melts. But yeah, I think it's responsibility. The other thing is there's a lot of work that goes into this. It's not like we just go out and shoot one day and we just cut up the pieces and put them on YouTube. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think those guys are doing a great job.
Daily vloggers, yeah, that's a big job.
Oh, that's a big job. I couldn't do that.
No.
I was in show business, so I like to add just the right music. So that could take me hours to find the right music. And so most of these vlogs take me 4 to 5 days to put together.
Because what we've realized is that they are sort of a forever thing. When you're performing live, if you play the wrong note on the guitar solo or you don't hit the high note, it's over. And there are no do-overs on that.
Right.
But these stay on YouTube for years. So you want them to be as perfect technically as you can make them. You work very hard.
This is almost a legacy type thing for me. I mean, I'm not that young. I'm not that old, but I'm not that young. And I really have found out that this is something that I want to have as a legacy for when we do have grandchildren. They have something to look back on.
Absolutely. And we get choked up sometimes looking at a video that we made 3 months ago or 6 months ago. That it's not like we watch them every day. We don't. So when we watch one, it catches us off guard sometimes. It is a nice legacy.
And let me say this also: the ads thing are on there. Somebody really had a problem with that the other day. I don't look at these videos once they're done and they're up on YouTube. I don't look at them. In fact, I don't even look back on any of them. And he called me out. He said, "Boy, you've got too many ads." This, I think, was the last one we did. And I looked and I said, I wrote him right back immediately. I said, I agree. So I took one ad out. So I just want you to know that the ad thing, that's the only way we can make revenue. We don't have Patreon. We don't do that kind of stuff. So that's the only way we make revenue. So if the ads get to you,
you can tell us, because
tell us.
We do have some control over how many.
Not much, but
a little
control, because YouTube wants to make money too. So that's why they put us on there.
All right. So we have one last question from an adorable redheaded freckle-faced boy who is very near and dear to our hearts by the name of Harvey.
Oh, we love Harvey.
And Harvey sent the question in just about an hour ago via a video. And he is asking us, what is our favorite vlog that we have done so far?
I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
It's a personal thing, but I love the McKenzie Land series. I think they're beautiful, and I love them.
Yeah. We worked pretty hard on those
We worked
too.
really hard
Not
on
too many
them.
people have watched. I tell you, I get dislikes on that, and does my heart my heart sinks because I worked so hard on it. I guess the one that I did only because I was in the music business for so long was when I went back and started to do. I did a couple of folk songs from the 1960s. And it's not the greatest video, but it took me back to my roots. And I think we got kind of misty putting that one together.
Yeah, and I hope we'll do a few more of those about Dale's career and how it progressed, because that's a nice legacy video. And in terms of rewatching, if we do rewatch, I'll tell you what we rewatch for 10 minutes. We go to Santa Barbara.
Absolutely.
And we just escape, go to the beach, and just watch the Santa Barbara video for 10 minutes. We love that one.
So is that it?
That is it.
We made it.
done.
We're okay. We did okay.
Okay, Paula, what'd you think of that one?
Oh, don't be pulling that on me now that I know the trick. No, what I want to know is, what did you guys think of that? Are you bored yet? Did you fast forward to the end?
Yeah, I think you would. In fact, those of you who stayed to the end, boy.
Bravo and thank you.
Bravo. Thank you so much. Anyway, guys, I hope you're staying safe. Stay positive. I hope you like this video.
Yeah, and let me just say, we were not able to answer all the questions, so the day this goes up on Sunday, I'll go back into Facebook and Instagram, and I'll answer a few of them personally that we didn't get to.
Yeah. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button.
We are almost at 8,000, you guys. This is really exciting.
I
Plus,
can't believe
on
it.
the Facebook page, I don't know if you knew this, we hit 500 likes on the Facebook
You're
page.
kidding me.
So,
Already?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. All right, guys. Hope you had a good time. We're definitely going to see you next time. Stay
We
safe.
sure will.
Stay safe. Stay positive. And bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, I forgot to tell you all something. You know what one of the downfalls of this being at home all the time is gaining weight. And I'm telling you, we've run out of Ruffles. So
And Doritos.
yeah, and I know it's one of those necessary things, right? Isn't that what they said? You have to have necessary reasons to go to the store.
Essential.
Yeah, we may get bread and meat and stuff, but we need Ruffles and Doritos. Please, there's this guy named The Real Lost Boss. Don't tell him I said that, because he is a terrific weight loss management coach. This guy is so full of enthusiasm. I'm going to put his link down in my description box so you can go check him out. All right, guys, this is for real now. I hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Don't eat too much.